Hello, I'm Markus Vanhala, double agent from Insomnium and Omnium Gatherum, and you're watching The Age of Metal.
Hey Markus, how are you?
Hello, I'm tired and exhausted after the last night's gig in Las Vegas, surprisingly.
Do you guys party in Vegas?
Well, it's Vegas, baby. What
No.
question was that?
This is the last week of the tour. How has been the response towards Insomnium and Omnium Gatherum?
This has been like a huge surprise for me, this tour, that now we're here like us, not any like bigger bands who will support them. This tour have been really good for both bands, and I'm really happy to see like really good reactions in both Insomnium and Omnium Gatherum are getting, and the same audience is checking out the both shows. And I'm surprised that we are doing this well in US, but I'm not sad about it.
That's good. Now, this is the last week of the tour. How, at the end of the tour, you will complete almost a month of double duty. How that work out for you? I mean, you've been playing guitar for both bands pretty much the whole tour.
Yeah.
Do you have any kind of preparation between shows and stuff like that?
I have my 20 minutes of getting rid of the sweat and changing the guitar and changing the shirt, and that's about it. Other guys are doing 27 shows and I'm doing 54. I'm stupid. I just counted a few days ago that during these 30 days we are touring, I will be on stage total 3 days.
3 days completely in hours.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Physically, it kind of like drains you or something like that?
Yeah, somehow at this point of the tour it starts to be there, some pain in your back and neck and fingers and soul, but it's doable, still enjoying this.
Gotcha.
Nice to be with my both brotherhoods in the same bus, so it's really good.
Now this tour has some lineup changes, as Billy and Nilo are absent from the tour in Insomnium, and Nick Conley and Mike Beer in vocals are handling their position in Insomnium. And Guillermo was replaced by Tuomo.
Yeah.
How has been the experience working with them so far? I mean, has been the chemistry?
Extremely well.
Okay.
It's been really easy to play with all these substitute members, and we are doing really killer shows and having a nice time off stage. Of course, it was, especially with Insomnium, it was like big decision to whether to do this or not. Ville said like months ago that he cannot do this tour because his work commitments. So Nick was gotten on board like months ago. So that was supposed to be. But Mike, that guy, he just knew like 5 days before this tour started. Nilo had this family emergency with his kid, and so Mike basically learned 80-minute set in 4 days, and with both bass and vocals. So man is a machine.
That's good. That's good for you guys.
And also the crowd response has been really good and understanding, and no problems at all. So it's all good.
It's all good. Now,
Band is tighter than ever.
This tour also brings a new split album, no, it's not a split vinyl, a 7, that you guys did with in between Insomnium and Omnium Gatherum, only available on tour 500 units, and I mean, the collaboration is not surprising, as you know, you are kind of like brothers band kind of thing. But how the idea came about?
The idea came out from Century Media in last January when we were playing in Anaheim, and Century people staff wanted to get us to the microbrewery, and we were there drinking beer, and then they stimulated the idea. All the good ideas always born when you are drinking beer, so this was one of them. And
That's not an exception.
yeah,
This is not an exception.
I guess Century Media did the same with Creator and Arch Enemy Tour, and said it's selling well and fans love it. I am also a big fan of vinyls, and so this split thing is like, it's quite punk rock. I like the idea.
It's totally different from what you guys been doing, or I mean,
You mean the song?
yes.
The Omnium Gatherum song will be on the new album. It's a bit different, it's a slow song and more catchy song, but it's the first single also on the album, but the rest of the new album will be completely different. I would say like most aggressive OG stuff and fastest that we've done so far.
Now,
No worries about the slow song start.
now talking about Insomnium, are you guys working in new music, new material, since you know almost the album came out almost a year and a half ago?
We're starting after this tour, like really concentrate on doing the new album, like writing the new stuff. I was pretty busy with the new Omnium Gatherum album this whole year, so now I have time to do also Insomnium stuff. So now it's time for that. So always something going on.
Now, talking about Omnium Gatherum, I know that the album will come out next year, 2016, for what I understand, February.
Early February.
It's titled Skyline. Skyline.
Yeah,
right?
Skyline is the
What can you tell us about the album?
It's a metal album.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure yet how many songs will be on the album because it's right in the middle of mixing process
Okay.
with the hand and ears of Svansvana in Sweden. And I'm also looking forward to hear the final mixes of the album. But it's less epic album than Beyond was,
Okay.
because in Beyond we kind of reached the top heights of Omnium Gatherum epicness, and now it's more like slower and shorter and faster songs. Maybe a little bit more catchy, but still sounding a lot like Omnium Gatherum. So there's no any dramatic changes coming.
Well, definitely looking forward to it, looking for more music from you guys, and I know it will be a different side from what you do with Insomnium. Going back to Insomnium, you guys going to be on the 70,000 tons of metal next year. For what I understand, this is the first
finally.
time.
Yeah.
What are your expectations of that exact event?
Really high expectations.
Okay.
I'm really much looking forward to that because every band is saying that it's the coolest place on earth to play metal. In the Caribbeans, in the sun, so my expectation is that I'm gonna be a lot in the hot tub after the show off stage.
Now, it's 2 shows per band. Is Insomnium preparing something special for each of the shows, or just gonna be a gather of different songs?
We don't know yet. We are living in the moment
Okay.
usually. So basically, I think that's what we have to do to keep things interesting. Play different songs.
Different sets.
Yeah.
Now, closing up, are there any tour plans for Omnium Gatherum following the release of the new album next year?
Oh yes, we are working on it, but nothing confirmed or published yet, so it's in the work at the moment. But definitely we will be touring a lot after the new album. Like with the Beyond, we've made maybe 150 gigs in 3 continents. So I guess.
Will that slow down Insomnium a little bit, knowing that you're going to be focused on Omnium Gatherum?
Yeah, I think next year will be like more writing period for Insomnium and touring period for Omnium Gatherum. So I'm still safe, and I hope I don't have to do double duties for a long time.
Well, let's see.
As we already did this in Europe, that I was playing in both bands.
Which one was longer, the European side or the American side?
American, this is longer sets because it's headlining. Insomnium headlining and Omnium Gatherum is direct support. In Europe we did like Insomnium headlining tour and Insomnium as direct support and Omnium Gatherum is opener. It's a bit shorter sets.
Alright. Well, Markus, definitely thank you for having the time to talk to us, and definitely looking forward to the show tonight. See you double do it and see how it goes.
Yeah, see me sweating, double sweating. Yeah, thank you.